For Austin Albanese, who grew up Christian, this Airbnb wasn't just a vacation rental, it was a century-old synagogue that changed everything.
As a child, I remember walking by this building. I never saw people come and go from here. And I heard from adults growing up different stories about what this building was. Some people said it was a church at one time. My father was one of very few people, and certainly the earliest person to tell me it was a synagogue.
The building was once Congregation B'nai Israel, the only synagogue in Lancaster, Ohio. It opened in 1927 and closed in 1993. But decades later, it would become the setting for an unexpected homecoming.
I thought, what would my 15-year-old self have thought, knowing that someday I would get to not only see the inside of the space, but that I would be an invited guest and I will be having my family here for dinner on Sunday. And that too will just be a really meaningful moment.
Albanese didn't grow up Jewish, but this building and the congregation that once filled it sparked a fascination that would shape his life. At the local public library, he found a book stamped with the name of the now defunct synagogue. That small detail, a congregation's forgotten donation, was the clue that started a lifelong pursuit.
While this congregation had closed before I was born, it was still in a very real way teaching people lessons today. And while I'd never had the chance to attend a service here, I think like generations before me, I benefited from this congregation's lessons.
That curiosity became a calling. He eventually converted to Judaism and dedicated himself to preserving the memory of small-town Jewish life across America. Since 2017, Albanese has documented more than 30 Jewish communities, mostly in Ohio, places where synagogues once stood and Jewish families quietly shaped local history. In many cases, his work is the only written record that remains.
As a historian, you wish to spend time in the places you are researching. And while I've written so much about this space, I've never had the ability to, with my own eyes, see it. That's just given me a great deal of fulfillment to see it for myself. I am aware that when the building was sold, the space was deconsecrated. The echoes are beautiful here, even if it's no longer a sacred space.